Hi, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm LewisLightning. Yeah, so we were in the Dalish elf camp. We were searching around. We did a little bit of business last time, but still have a lot of quests to look at. So let's talk to Athras here.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They've been a bit suspicious.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
I'll persuade him. I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Dalish and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Dalish is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
And if she was a werewolf, and the elf chased her and then found her, what then? Sweet, blissful reunion?
I don't know. Maybe she would know me as her love, even still?
More likely she would love to eat you.
If I could just know if Dalish is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Perhaps I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth.
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know. One way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her. Alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsmen. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
I'll see what I can do.
You are most kind.
Every other response was like an asshole thing to say. Let's
Please,
go.
should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
So we got another quest. I was already here, but I was making sure not missing anything. 'Cause, I mean, there's like stuff lying on the ground. This tent, but I can't do anything with. Elf nurse looking at a bed or a cot, whatever you want to call it. Talk to her.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Well, maybe you should actually be by them because they're not anywhere near. Nothing in these tents. You can't go up that hill. There's a whole bunch of guys here. Talk to this child.
I thought a Shem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
This woman doesn't talk. Hunter.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
This woman.
Anathara, Grey Warden.
So you're the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought an outsider would ever do anything for us.
I thought a Shem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
Sarel. He was one of them that Zathrian told me to talk to. Come on.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
If I'm lucky, maybe I can find them.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course. What were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
This guy is pissing me off. I might be a jerk to him. You think your sarcasm is going to help, do you?
Nothing will help us now. Least of all, the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Sarel. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Sure.
Come and join us then, all of you.
Is Shale gonna sit down? No, he'd break the bench.
The elf wants to tell stories. Do we truly have time for such
He
drivel?
doesn't even show him because he's not
I
sitting.
imagine an ancient being such as yourself would have many stories to tell, hmm?
Indeed. I have 30 years worth of tales involving pastoral village life and being defecated on by pigeons. Riveting stuff.
And far more than that, I suspect. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
The one child there.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlen had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell, and we were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlen prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
No, I really couldn't say.
Could not say, or will not?
I said could not.
What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlen wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own.
That one's like
The
red,
Shemlen
root
nations
color.
were cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
Not every human felt that way, I'm sure.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction?
That one that
Those
just
who
looks
knew
so
they
out of
were
place compared to the rest.
Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlen would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlen cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
You don't have anything on your
Indeed,
face.
child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlen. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit.
And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Sounded more like a sermon. Perhaps you'll allow me to tell a story as well?
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes.
Our legends say that before the Shemlen came, the Brecilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlen and elves both.
And?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlen know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and and created werewolves.
This Witherfang exists today?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So there are many spirits in the forest?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
I guess there was many battles here?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Well, we got a lot of codex stuff out of that at least. Let's talk to this dude. Hopefully we have enough time. Yeah, boom, 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 boom.
Hello?
Scare the crap out of him. There's no need to be afraid of me.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
You never seen a human before?
Oh, of course. It's just that they don't... I mean, you don't... Oh, I should start over. I am Cammen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
So we want to stop wishing for it.
Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone.
I don't understand. These elves look the same as any other flesh creature. What is the difference?
Obviously that didn't help him. There's something more. Let's talk to him again.
I told you to leave me alone.
Tell me what your problem is.
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
I'll persuade him. Try me. I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Girl problems, I see.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
What if I got a pelt for you?
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
I don't want to persuade him because he doesn't want to do it that way. Perhaps I could talk to Gaina.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be very persuasive. Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Can't hurt.
Siranas. Oh, ma Siranas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Before I go over there, I want to grab some stuff. Some elf fruit.
All right, all right.
There's this dog thing here. The dread wolf. I'm not sure if that's giving me XP.
So you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
I just want to take a quick look around for any supplies, and then I'll probably try talk to this Gaina after.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Yeah, I'll let her do that. I'll talk to Gaina in the next part. Clan shield and a love letter. That clan shield I can sell, it's not that good. Pile of sacks. Some money. Oh, there's another chest over here. Like, I'm just robbing these people.
Just like
Dalish boots, but that's shitty quality as well. What's down here?
I hear only the Dalish can control the Hala. They listen to no one else.
Here's some elf fruit. Let's see what's down by the docks there. Ooh, there's Gilnan. Like, this area seems too big not to have something. But this side, anyways, is empty. And I thought I saw something up there. Over here, here's something. Death root. That's the hollow they're talking about. I already looked at that statue. I'll talk to this person in the next part, but I'll save it here. And yeah, if you enjoyed, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully in the next part we'll get through talking to everyone. But yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.